talk about the New York Knicks. The Knicks, man, we have to talk about them. One thing I love about sports is when a team loses, all the takes that come out of it. Now, I did enjoy it because I am a self-proclaimed New York Knicks hater. When I started watching basketball, and then I'm gonna age myself here. I was taught three things: you root for the Bulls, you don't like the Pistons, Pacers, or the New York Knicks. Now, granted, they're none of our rivals right now because they're all miles better than us, the Chicago Bulls. But still, point being, I don't like the Knicks. So I enjoyed the takes, but I think some of them were extreme when it comes to what this team needs to do. We all know the fire tips thing, which I probably would do. I would go get Michael Malone. We heard the trade cat takes. We even had an article. That athletic article didn't even wait till the next morning to drop. That joint dropped 45 minutes after it got eliminated. Oh, Knicks players and coaches don't like the way the cat plays defense and how he doesn't even try to dedicate himself to playing defense. And they need to go get Giannis. What should they do? What should they do? I think for me, when I look at the Knicks, number one, I think me and Pappy said this a year ago, almost a year ago, when they traded for Mikal Bridges. Crazy trade for the amount of draft picks they gave up. Mikal Bridges did have some moment in these playoffs for sure. He was terrible in these conference finals. And I don't like you've got to be an elite player for me to give up 5 first rounders. Like even you got to be top of the line. So you got that issue. You got the issue of as much as I like Cat, he doesn't play both sides of the ball. Jalen Brunson doesn't really either. And so it's like, where do you go from here? Do you go out there and try to put your chips in and get a Giannis Antetokounmpo? Do you try to go and get a Kevin Durant and try to just execute and take advantage of this, this time of not having the Celtics around? Because it's going to be a minute for them to come back because we know of Jason Tatum's injury. It's going to be a minute before the Celtics will we know them as. So I feel like there's not too much that they need to do. I don't even know if they need a Giannis because I think that the amount of stuff you're going to have to give up for Giannis is going to take away a lot of things that make your team great. I like Tibbs. I would tell him, yo, we appreciate you for getting to this point and building this team up the way they need to be built, but we need to go get somebody else. Go get you a championship winning coach that's available in Michael Malone, and then try to see if you can find other ways to add talent. Who those talent is, I have no idea. I just don't know if Giannis is the thing that is needed. Now, if there's a way you can get him without giving up too much and pairing him up with Jalen Brunson, then yeah, you got to do what you got to do. But I do believe that they're going to look back forever at game one, because I don't believe the path to the NBA Finals in the Eastern Conference is going to be as open as it was this year. Pav, what do you think about how the Knicks crashed out and what they need to do next in this offseason?
I mean, I don't think they need to. Number one, I think that what they need to do is install an actual offense. Yeah, giving the ball to Jalen Brunson and let him dribble for 18 seconds. Granted, great player. He going to hit some incredible shots, but that's not conducive to winning a championship. And they have guys like I've seen. Granted, we just said you said what you said about Bridges, but I've seen Bridges average 24 in the National Basketball League. OG, I think OG ISOs are fucking hilarious, but OG is a guy who can give you 18.
A lot of people can average 24 points on the Nets.
Nah, I mean, yes, but I'm just saying, like, they have other people who are capable of scoring the basketball. Like we talk about that D Rose team. It's not like it's that D Rose team where you literally only had Derrick Rose who could like score the basketball. They have other people who can score like cats. So like you can find ways to run actual offense. So I think number one, either is you get some guys on Tibbs' staff, or you may have to let Tibbs go, or you get some guys on his staff to actually install an actual offense and put something in, because some of that shit is just doesn't even make sense. And then you want to try to get at least maybe 2 guys off your bench that you can actually. Granted, I fuck with the Landry Shamet game 5. He played probably the best game I ever seen him play. But Landry Shamet and Deleon Wright off the bench, that's not gonna get it done. So you might, if you can, go and get you maybe 2 bench pieces, so at least you could be 8-9 deep, so that you don't get ran off the court by a Pacers team. Because that's, to me, that's really what happened. Like every game when it got to third and fourth quarter, we still going up, down, up, down, up, down. And we only playing 6-7 guys. You're bound to get tired. We're human. So I don't think they need too much. I don't think they need to go make a huge splash. You got to the Eastern Conference Finals. Sometimes I think there's a thing to be said for keeping continuity. Like even the Pacers last year, they got to the Eastern Conference Finals. They lost. They actually got swept, if I'm not mistaken. And you see, they kept that same team together, and here they are in the NBA Finals this year. This was the first year of this thing. Hopefully, get Mitchell Robinson missed half the season. I think that you probably think that you found something there with that too big lineup. So I don't think you need to make huge changes, but I do think you need to install something else on your offense, because the Brunson go to hell ball is just at like a certain point in time when you're playing the best teams, they're not gonna just let you do that. But I don't think that they need to go out there and like trade half the team away. Like, no, I wouldn't do that. You made your first Eastern Conference Finals since 1999. I think this is something that you can build off if you're the Knicks.
Tulsa, which way you think the Knicks should go following this loss?
I mean, they're almost there. I mean, Knicks fans should be proud of themselves even getting this far. I didn't even think they wanted to make it this far. So they should be proud of themselves for getting that far in the first place. But I don't know. I just feel like Mike Malone would be a great coach for him. He's from Queens. So, I mean, it makes perfect sense. So his dad did something with the Knicks as well. So that kind of makes sense. But Tibbs is a good coach. I just feel like he's kind of reached like the peak of what he can give them. I don't think Tibbs is going to be like that offensive guy that they want to have as their coach. Like Pat was saying, I don't want to see Jalen Brunson dribble out the ball for like 20 seconds. That's not fun to watch. And it's not fair for Jalen Brunson. So they got to figure that out. But they're almost there. Just got to get a few more pieces and get a little bit more depth. But they're close. They just have to figure out if they're going to keep Tibbs or not. So good for the Knicks fans, I guess, man. They were hype as hell all season, as they should be. But I think they're almost there. Just got to figure it out. Like, just that's all down to Leon Rose and him and his team to figure out where they're going to upgrade and, get more depth on the team.
Bang, do you think that the Knicks should just forget what we saying and say, hey, nigga, we need Kevin Durant or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I mean, if it's Giannis, yeah, I would. I mean, Pavy's right. First of all, Pavy's right. He's 100% right. What the fuck is the offense? Outside of just giving Brunson the ball and him holding it, what Jeff Teague said, hold it for 17 seconds, what is the damn offense? At the same time, though, you won't get Cat for defense. You don't get Cat for that. So for all of them that pressed enter on that article to say what they don't like about Cat, you didn't get Cat to play hella defense. Shit, you didn't get Cat to grab rebounds. You didn't get Cat for double-doubles, really. You got Cat because Cat thinks he's the greatest big man shooter of all time, and that's what I guess you thought he was going to get when it's over there. Now, when you look at Giannis is 30 years old, and you ain't seen no real drop-off yet. So if you put Giannis in the Cat role, you're going to get better defense. You're going to get the same amount of offense. You're going to get double-doubles. You're going to get a lot of shit. You're going to get triple-doubles. You're going to get all of that. But you're going to also get the same nigga, just taller, more stronger, that gets the ball at the top of the key and just try to bulldoze everybody. So I get it, but what is the offensive makeup? What does that look like? If Tibbs is the defensive guy, because we know he is, who's the offensive coordinator on your squad? Who's the guy that's going to build the offense around, like a true offense around these guys? There's not one. So I feel like, yeah, you will get more talent and you will get a MVP quality candidate all the damn time, but I don't know if it's going to bring what the Knicks have not gotten since, 1972.
Yeah, LeBron wasn't born the last time the Knicks won the championship.
The last time the Knicks won
Kevin Willis was probably 5 years old.
Nigga, the last time the Knicks won the championship, Biggie was a couple of months old.
Damn, nigga. Wasn't Nixon president or some shit like that?
Yeah, it was like 72, right?
Nixon.
Yeah, I think it was Nixon. Yeah, it was Nixon.
Biggie was born on May 21st, 1972. So that nigga was like a month old.
Was interracial marriage even allowed when the Knicks won?
Define allowed.
You had blaxploitation films at the time, so you had a lot of white women playing hoes in blaxploitation films.
Yeah, my dad was like 15.
Catch I'm Not Gonna Hold You, hosted by Scott Lewis, every Monday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, only on HNB Media and the Barber's Chair Network.